channel. And this is officially the start of the US Grand Prix in my career mode, in my F125 career mode. Well, you can see we have a lot of upgrades incoming before the race. That could give us big chances to have a good car for this race. So let's see if we are able to develop all these upgrades. Yes. And yes.
Pleased to say that our new parts have come through without any issue, so they'll be on
Perfect.
ready for the next race weekend.
Perfect. We have all upgrades ready for this weekend. As I remember, most of them were about chassis, and this circuit is a great one for having a good chassis. So let's check it out. Departments for this weekend available. These ones: manufacturing expert. Let's select the goals. Complete 3 sessions without damaging your car. I'll keep tires below 120 degrees on dry, 100 on inter, and 90 on wet in 2 sessions. So let's select this one in wind tunnel, also in level 2 right now. Goals: reach 289.68 kph or higher for 30 seconds during a race weekend, or overtake 7 cars out on track in the race. Back markers don't included. Let's put this one. It looks easy. Power unit consultant. We are in level 1 in this one. Let's see if we can reach level 2 this weekend. Goals: reach a speed of 321.87 kph during the weekend, or finish in a better position than your teammate in qualifying. Includes a sprint qualifying. Let's put this one. That looks easier. Fabrication planner not available. Quality assurance tester not available. Race strategy. We are in level 2. Goals: complete 3 practice programs during a race weekend, or perfect the race strategy practice program. Let's put this one because only we have 1 practice session to complete the 3 programs. I'm not sure if I will be able to do it. Let's see as a primary specialist this one. So driver details. After Singapore, we are really close to the final target we set at the beginning of the season, 75. As you can see in the line, we are really close. Let's see if this weekend we can finally achieve it. In recognition, we are in 56 now. So yeah, let's see if we can reach 60 before the end of the season. But I don't think so, but we are there. Accolades. As you know, the only accolade I'm able to achieve from here until the end of the season, it's the top 5 qualifying positions. I have 7, and we need 3 more in the next 6 races. It's gonna be difficult, but I think we can still do it. So let's see if we can do it, and to achieve more points as accolades. We achieved the top 10 finishes accolade, tier 1 complete, also the championship points tier 1 complete. So let's see if we can finish this season achieving 3 accolades. That would be really nice. In rivals, well, after Singapore, Albon this time was not able to score points, so 96 against 22, big differences. In qualifying, Alex beat me. That is weird. It's only the 3rd time that happened. Also helps that Albon, I mean, in qualifying in Singapore, I started to rain in Q3, and I tried to do the lap on dry tires, but was not enough. And the people who did their laps at the beginning of the session on Inter, they had advantage over me. So that's one of the reasons Alex beat me. But anyway, he beat me, so it's okay. Podium finishes, I have the podium in Saudi Arabia, 0 for Albon. Highest qualifying, I had the pole in Monaco. Best result for Alex is 5th place. In race results, I beat Alex again, once again, after I think 2 races that he was beating me consecutively. This is the only area where I'm more concerned, or where Alex can beat me, 11-7. But I think if I beat Alex in this round, automatically he only will be able to match me in the last 5 races. So that's very important this weekend to finish ahead of Alex. Best finish position 3rd for me, 6th for Alex. So it's looking good. And in rivalry, we are still fighting with Duhan for 76 ratings. We are close to reach 75. Let's see if we can achieve the 76 rating soon, and in that way to beat Duhan in that rivalry and to gain more points in the ratings. So now in the graphics, the driver ratings, after Singapore, obviously the yellow line, the experience increase, we finish the race. The blue line, racecraft increase because we started 10th, we finished 7th. The orange line, that is the awareness, we only have one penalty, that 3 seconds time penalty, but no more penalties, so at the end I think the awareness increased a bit. Their pace, qualifying lap was P10, the place I should be finished, so that's okay, and my fastest lap in race was I think 1 second behind the race leader, was okay. So at the end pace, we have a bit more of pace. And focus, obviously we finished P7, actually we are the 5th fastest team, so that means to finish 9th or 10th, naturally I finished P7, so we increase a bit the focus. Let's see if we can bring back to the levels we reached in Belgium, in Belgium, Hungary, Netherlands and Italy, and to recover that level, because we are not on the same level than in these races. So it's looking good. It's looking very good. And now finally let's check the R&D. Okay, this for this weekend we have a lot of upgrades in the chassis. I think most of them energy store cell positioning, rear floor under tray, that give us, I think, reduction, weight reduction for a much more agile chassis. Also we improve the rear floor under tray to reduce the weight of the car. That is very nice. In aerodynamic, in powertrain we have supplier upgrades, lightweight pistons, so another upgrades for this weekend. This one give us more, I think, reduce the weight, reducing energy losses from the combustion process, so that can be good for our engine. So yeah, basically that's very nice. So yeah, now guys, let's see, we have 719 points to spend this weekend, but to be honest, considering all upgrades we have this weekend, maybe it should be good to save points for the next weekend, you know. We can develop the front wing end plates to increase the downforce. Also we can develop the... No, we have no points for the hydraulics enough. We have no points for the energy store cells still. So for the moment we can only develop front wing end plates. Or also the exhaust. We can improve the exhaust. That is a major upgrade for more power. Not points enough for rotor speed. We have points enough for the fuel technology efficiency. You know, that will give us the possibility to put less fuel in the car in races, and in that way to save weight. So it will be a very interesting one. This one looks much better, obviously. But I think, you know, considering the races we have ahead, maybe it's much more interesting to develop the exhaust to gain power, you know. I'm thinking in Mexico in 2 weeks time, with long straights, that can be a good upgrade. Also Brazil have long straight sections or full throttle sections. Vegas, so that could be a very interesting upgrade for us for the end of the season, final races. I think I will use the points we have to develop the exhaust. So let's go for it. Let's try to rush. For Mexico it's impossible to have this upgrade. Let's see if it's possible to have it before Brazil. Yeah, let's see if it's possible, guys. Let's develop this, and we spend all points we have for this weekend. So this is the only thing we can develop. Alex is developing 2 elements more, wing covers and MUH reliability. So it's looking good. And now, guys, let me do something. As always, this is spring weekend, and I have a big concern. The energy store, the second energy store, have reached 53%. That means that the capacity of the battery will be reduced gradually from now. That means I will not be able to save 100% energy in the battery. Probably now I'm in 98, 99, and that's a problem for qualifying and for race, obviously. So I will have to use a third one at some point of the season, and to receive, I think it's 5 place grid penalty, I think. So I'm thinking to do it in this weekend. Obviously, with the penalty, I will start more at the back of the grid. But it's very important to have a good energy store, guys. So, but the problem is, I have no idea if I receive a penalty, will be received in a sprint race or in the main race. That's the story. So yeah, I think I will put for this weekend the third energy store. Not for the moment. Let's wait until quali or spring quali probably, or until the end of practice 1 to put the third one. But I had to do it. Guys, because I cannot run with a battery that is not in good shape. I will lose a lot of time per lap, so we need a third one. For the rest of the components, well, the third internal combustion engine is in 48. Let's save a bit the word. Let's put the second one. The kinetic is okay. The heat is okay. Turbo is okay, but let's use the second unit for practice. And a new gearbox. As always, we have a lot of gearboxes, so no problem with it. And that's the story, guys. That's the story. I will have to receive a penalty, guys, this weekend probably, but I need to do it, guys. So yeah. And tire allocation. Okay, spring weekend. We don't know obviously if it will be raining or not. Let's watch that later on in the weather forecast. But as you know, in the spring weekends, tire choice is different. Less tires to choose for race, for the main race especially. This is a track with it's high energy tires demanding. The first sector destroy the tires, a lot of fast speed corners. Obviously, we are using here C4, C3, and C1. Interesting, there is a step in the middle between the medium and the hard. The C1, I had really bad experiences with the C1 tire. It's so hard, so hard that I was not able to extract the maximum performance because of my driving style. But probably I will have to use it this weekend because only we have 1 medium and hard for the main race. I think the best tire here will be the medium by far. I had a feeling. So unfortunately there is no reason. Well, there is no way to have 2 sets of mediums for a main race. But for the sprint race, if we select the balance, we have a medium tire to use in the sprint race. And also in the balance and the harder tire allocation, we have an extra medium to use in the sprint. And I think for the sprint, the best tire will be the medium tire. So let's use the balance choice, and in that way to have an extra medium for the sprint race. That I think it will be the best tire. So that's the plan. No, nothing more to do, because we are very limited in tires in the spring weekends. But I think this is the best choice. for this weekend, guys. Finally, we'll move on to the standings. After Singapore, we have now 96 points, close to reach 100 points. That will be a record for me. It will be unbelievable. We have a big gap with Alonso of 41 points. In constructors, we are in a very good place with 118 points. P5 will be secure, should be secure. But anyway, we have to keep scoring points. We are in a good position. And in season results for the championship, after the DNF of Verstappen, the first DNF, that maybe give us a chance to see Lando Norris fighting for the championship. Now the gap is 68 points. That is a lot of points difference, but you know, there is a minimum chance to try to see Norris fighting for the championship. Still far, they have big disadvantages still. But he need to win races right now. From now, he has to win races, you know, to have a chance to fight with Verstappen. Leclerc, by the way, Leclerc has won the last 3 races of the season. Ferrari, for some reason, has developed good pieces in the last part of the season, and Leclerc has won 5 races this season. He's the second most successful driver of the season. Verstappen has won 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 races. Leclerc 5, and it's unbelievable that winning 5 races, he is still so far at the back, or so far behind Verstappen and Norris. The problem of Leclerc, he had 3 DNFs, and the start of the season was not great. Piastri finished second. Well, after the some bad races, he is recovering points, but he's not in the contention for the championship. So Russell, as always, very consistent in P5, and then Hamilton, that since Silverstone is doing a great season, very consistent in P6, sorry. Then Tsunoda, and then it's me. In my case, after the bad race in Singapore, I finished once again in the points. Actually, now it's my 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 race on points position of 18. And as I said, I have a big gap with Alonso that scored 1 point in Singapore. Then Antonelli, the season of Antonelli is terrible. Then Ocon, Albon, that after 5 races scoring points, the last 2 he was not able to finish on points. P11 for him. Gasly, after the Belgian Grand Prix, was able to score points again. Stroll as well, after a long time without points, since the Canadian Grand Prix is now with 7 points. And yeah, the rest of the drivers, Hayar and Duhan, without points still. Finally, let's see the stats. My average finish is 9th and average grid is still 6. That is nice. It's nice. Yeah, 1,779 laps driven, almost 2,000 kilometers driven. Nice stats. But now, guys, is the moment to go to the Grand Prix weekend panel and to see if we have a second wet race, you know, or not. Let's go for the Grand Prix, to the Grand Prix panel. And remember that in 15 minutes I will be racing practice 1 session of the US Grand Prix on Twitch, so don't forget to follow me there, guys. Move on, and let's see if we have second consecutive wet race, or it will be fully dry. So I would like to have more wet races during the season. Feels really nice visually, also in terms of how challenging it is driving in rain in this game. Oh yeah, and we have rain again. Look at that. Once again, rain for Sunday. Okay, interesting. Let's see how much. Well, tires available for the weekend: 2 hards, 4 mediums, 6 soft. Look at all the upgrades we have for this weekend. I don't plus 19 more parts. That's a mistake. We did not develop these pieces for this weekend. I don't know. This is a mistake or a glitch of the game. 19 parts complete? That's wrong. Or maybe it's the summary of all upgrades from the race 1 to now. I don't know. But it's wrong. Weather forecast. Oh, very interesting. Look at the weather forecast. So, especially in race, it will be raining at the beginning. Then, in the second half, it will be dry. So, this is the opposite to Singapore. Nice. That's give us more chances even with the grid penalty we will suffer in this weekend for changing the energy store. Maybe in a wet race we have more chances, you know. So I think it's the ideal place to receive a penalty, even more with this rain. So that's gonna be our second race in wet, and the first race is starting on wet conditions. So nice. I can't wait to, you know, to race Sunday in rain conditions. Question is if it will be time for extreme tires or inter tire. That should be very interesting also to know. Yeah, I can't wait to start this weekend, guys. It's gonna be challenging. Yeah, it's gonna be fun. Now let's watch the development race. Oh, what is happening here? Regulation changes will come into force at the start of the season. May existing upgrades obsolete in their current state, so upgrades can be adapted at 50% development cost to make them legal for next season regulation. Or currently fit, upgrades will remain active on the car for the remainder of the season, but any non-adapted upgrades will be lost beyond that point. Okay, you have to look at it. Change regulations announced. Okay, we need to develop all these pieces again for next season. But yeah, I have no points enough, so this is something we have to look at the next weekend. And as I said, the progress race, progress history. Well, okay. And I see Ferrari now is the second fastest team. They are developing the car really quick in the final races of the season. Red Bull is third. Watch out with that. In the chances Norris have to fight for the championship. Now, guys, as you can see, we are really close to Mercedes, thanks to the last upgrades we fit in the car. Mercedes have upgrades for this weekend as well. But we are even closer to Mercedes than in Singapore. So yeah, definitely, maybe we have a chance to fight with Mercedes for P4 this weekend, or for being the fourth fastest team. Aston Martin also has developed the car and improved the car. Biggest step forward, but we maintain more or less the distance. And also I see Sauber improve a bit, Haas improve a bit. Alpine, I think, is in the same place. Alpine now is the last car, has the 9th. Sauber is now the 7th. Very similar to what happened in the real F1 season. That's nice. And yeah, incredible, guys. So maybe we have a chance this weekend to fight with Mercedes. Who knows? It's looking good. Now upgrades fit, components fit for practice 1, and let's see now the practice programs we have. Race strategy, track acclimatization, and qualifying pace. Okay. Obviously, in the spring weekends, remember, we only have one session to complete all programs. That means this session will be really busy. I had to do a lot of laps, complete the programs, to be ready for the spring qualifying this evening. So yeah, the practice sessions in the spring weekends are really intense, so I recommend you don't miss it. And yeah, I mean, it's gonna be fun, as I said. It's gonna be really fun. Now remember that in 10 minutes I will be completing the practice 1 session on Twitch, so make sure guys you move on to Twitch right now, because that is where I will be racing the practice 1 session, remember, and then in the evening the sprint qualifying for the sprint race. So exciting weekend ahead with raining race on Sunday, and I can't wait to start racing here guys in this track. So nice, so fun. That's yeah, just in 10 minutes I will be racing. So now guys, it's time to say goodbye to people on YouTube. Thank you so much for stay there guys, and remember, move on now to Twitch. People on Kick don't move, I will be on Kick as well, but especially on Twitch. So thank you so much people on YouTube for watching this weekend preview. Now it's time for action on track. Follow me on Twitch. In 9 minutes we start the practice 1 session of the United States Grand Prix in a spring weekend format. Challenging, exciting,